Chapter 3
Patience
is a virtue.
Patience poem. Patience
Is a virtue. You are tested every day of your life, and this is so true. It doesn't come easy, especially if you are so busy. Patience is something you learn with time. Don't worry if you never have, it is not a crime. But if you learn it as you go along, it is better to have patience, because it makes you strong. We all need at least a little patience, because throughout life you will be tested in different situations. Roll with the flow and take it as it comes. It will all seem normal one day, and it will be fun.
Patience
Is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble or suffering without getting upset, angry or frustrated. It is the ability to stay calm while you're waiting for an outcome that you need or want. Here is a story on
patience.
Once there was a great king. One day he was traveling alone in a forest. Soon he lost his way. He looked around from a hilltop, but could not see any people or villages nearby. It was becoming dark. After some time, there was light shining from a long distance. He started walking in that direction and soon reached a hut. Outside the hut, he saw an old lady cleaning the place. Seeing him, she welcomed him, thinking that he was a soldier from the army. She gave the king some water to clean himself and water for drinking. She then spread a mat for him to relax. The king started relaxing. After some time, she placed a plate of hot rice and curry in front of him. The king was so hungry that he quickly put his fingers on the hot food. The hot food burnt his fingers, and he spilled some. "Oh, you seem too impatient and hasty like your king. That is why you have rice on the floor," the old lady said. "You burnt your fingers and lost some food." Hearing the old lady's words, the king was surprised and asked her, "Why do you think our king is impatient and hasty?" The old lady smiled and began to explain, "My dear son, our king is having a big dream of capturing all his enemy forts. In that he is ignoring all the small forts and is focusing only on capturing the massive ones." The king interrupted the old lady and said, "That's a good thing. What is the problem with that?" She smiled and replied, "Wait, my son. Like your impatience in eating the food, you burnt your fingers and wasted some food." In the same way, the king's impatience to defeat the enemies quickly resulted in the loss of men in his army. Instead, if you eat the less hot food at the edge first and then at the center, you would not have burnt your fingers and not wasted your food. Similarly, the king should target the small forts and strengthen his position first. It will help him capture the massive forts without losing his men in the army. Hearing this, the king understood his mistake and realized that one should have patience and avoid hasty decisions. Moral: when we want to achieve something in life, we should first understand the process and then work on it. If we focus on quick results, we will become impatient and never achieve what we want in our life. Patience involves the ability to accept the delays. One should not get anxious if something in life takes a longer time to complete. For example, you need to be calm and patient while an injury or wound gets better. You cannot go out to play at that time. Thus, it is important to be patient with happy and unhappy times or events. It is also important to be patient with others. Often we get impatient with people who are either different from us or who are slower than us. For instance, it is important to show patience with a friend who cannot solve sums as fast as you can, or an older person who cannot walk as quickly as you can. You have to be patient with yourself too. Sometimes you will be quick at learning things. Sometimes you will take time. Don't give up easily. Know that you will be able to learn well if you give it enough time. Learning to be patient will make you happier, kinder, a better family member, and above all a worthy